welcome to another art talk. So today what I want to talk about is wondering if we can truly be content with where we are in our art, or even have an understanding of where it is we are in our art. A lot of us, when we're starting out, that's what we're doing. We're beginning, we're going into classes, we're doing the drawing, we're observing, we're drawing in our sketchbook, whatever it is. We know we got to work out that thing in order to get us to where we want to go. And as you start doing that, you start to discover a lot of different things along that journey of finding out how the human form works, how just movement works, expressions, caricature, whatever it may be, whatever it is you're trying to get into. The thing that interests you, again, that's what you're trying to find. Like, what excites you? Why are you drawing when you're younger? So I realized I was always the thing that really helped me was figure drawing. And when I got into figure drawing at 18, that's when I really had a transition. That's when something switched in me. Just being able to go into that and starting to work on that and starting to discover the masters, in my opinion. I love J.C. Leyendecker. I love Norman Rockwell. There's all these different Albert Dorn, Robert Fawcett, some of these old guys. And just studying Frank Frazetta, whoever it may be. These are the things I was constantly studying. So then I drew it, and then I just wanted to say that you're going to get to a point where you're going to be really happy with where you're at. You will. You're going to get to a point where there's going to be something that just clicks, and like all of a sudden the gear starts turning. You know, it's very slow at first and it does this, and then it just starts going faster and faster and faster, and you're doing this and you're doing okay, and then it starts to just slow down just a little bit again. And it's part of, I think, just the acceptance of the seasons. And I think this is something we got to realize, that like life, everything is a season, right? So we're allowed to sort of slow down and go back up, slow down, go back up. So you're going to look back at some of your high peak seasons in life, like I was doing. I was looking through some old life drawing, and I witnessed some, wow, man, did I draw that? Like, I couldn't believe that I drew that. There's a part of me right now that feels like I couldn't do that. That there's no way that I could even draw those sort of shapes or do that sort of thing or capture that sort of energy right now. There's that little bit of a disbelief. And what it is, I don't look at it as a bad thing. I look at it as you go into those little bit of a down season. And this is where I'm at right now, because you know why? I realized I haven't been a life drawing in such a long time because of this pandemic. So I was going to life drawing all the time. And this is a lot of training that I do for myself too. When I do just doing things, I'm just trying to really think about what's the source, what was boom, 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 what's the cause of this thing that I'm feeling. Again, when it comes down to like, what are you feeling? What are you wanting? This is something that I'm learning as I'm working with my wife, just learning on like connecting, like how do we connect even stronger? How do we connect even more? And that's a whole nother story. I'm going to bring my wife in on an art talk for that one day. But it's just, that's the thing. And I realized what was missing was my figure drawing. So I'm feeling right now that anxiety, that's where it was coming from, because I haven't gone to live drawing, and I miss it. And I miss having that live model in front of me, and not just always looking at photographs and stuff and pictures, but just trying to video. There's a difference when you draw from life. So that's why it's always important just to go out and draw people wherever you can, moving around, but the figure drawing. And I just kind of wanted to bring that up, and that's what this was about today. It's just about knowing that we're going to be going through those different seasons. You're going to feel like you were better at some point, or maybe you haven't even reached that point yet, right? You're not even there yet. Everything you do, you're feeling is nothing is good. And that's perfect, because it's not supposed to be, because no one's is. That's the beautiful thing. It's just like nothing starts right out of the gate. Nothing. Everything has to go through some form of just trial and just stress, probably you breaking through the ground, through the earth, coming through the mother's womb. You know, there's just so many things that there's always going to be a stress, and there's going to be that buildup, but you know, you're going to get through it. Like I said in a few art talks ago, it's like coming to the ocean, and where the sand meets the ocean, it's always going to be rough in that area. But once you get through that initial wave crashing, then you get into the silence of the ocean and the calmness of the ocean. And that's where you're going to want to be. And there's, of course, there's going to be the little ripples here and there. And sometimes there's going to be a big tsunami. Expect it. And that's what it is. And this is what it's all about. But just know that everyone goes through it. I go through it. And people who don't go through it are lying. Okay? We all go through it. Everyone's facing their own little thing, and just try to find what it is. What's the cause? My cause was, life drawing. I haven't been doing it for a long time. That's what's making me think that I can't do it right now, when that's not true. All right. So that's it. Make it a great week, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Take care.